Hello, this is Rebecca, and welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas Journaling series. This is day 6, and today I'm going to be making kind of a mixed media, I call them journal clusters, and basically these are going to be made with using some watercolor as a basis on these journal cards, and then I'm going to be doing some different elements or different type of materials and things to make little clusters on these cards. And basically these are just can be used to like tip into your journal, or you can actually, I can make these clusters all day long and just use them, especially if you're like trying to, if it's a busy week and you don't have time to really do a lot of decorating, you can make up these clusters ahead of time and then add them into your journal and just journal about it. Take your picture, journal about it, and you already have your little decorated piece added to the page. So with these, I'm gonna just kind of start out with a watercolor base, and then what I'll do is I'm going to show you some little clusters that I'm going to be making up. Just because I know of some things that are going to be coming up in December that I will be journaling about, and I want to go ahead and have those ready to go. My desk has turned out, remember I was like got it all organized before I started this series, and now it's just got stuff everywhere, which is perfectly fine. It just means that I'm getting creative. And so I'm using, I'm going to be using a real inexpensive brand of watercolors. I've actually purchased these off Amazon. They do leave like a chalkiness kind of on your, I'm actually using watercolor paper as well, but they will kind of use a chalkiness, but I'm going to be covering up a lot of this. I'm just using it as a base coat. So, and I'll leave a link below where you can purchase these. They're super inexpensive, but again, they're not your super high dollar watercolor. So the one reason I like these is because it has this pink, but actually I just remembered I purchased some new watercolors this past week. I'll kind of look as I'm painting over here. Oh, here they are. I knew I had them handy. These are from Happily We Go, and they are, she started her own watercolor line, and so this is one that I purchased from her. It's called the Galaxy Set. Blah, can't hardly say that, but I'll use that because I really love this pink. And I'll also leave a link down below. She just opened her shop. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I just love that. She just opened her shop, and so she's from Austin, and so I met her through the ATX Planner Addicts meetup, and she's great. She does a lot of mixed media, and so I will leave her information below. So I'm just going to kind of add some pink, maybe kind of do a little bit of purple in here, get a little bit more on here, just to kind of add, the color to this. And I'm going to set these aside, and hopefully they will dry pretty darn quick here. So I'm trying to put this little piece back in there, and then with this I'm going to actually kind of make I'm going to do like a tree, kind of a tree coming off the edge of the paper there. Just kind of add that little swoops of to make some little evergreen, and then I may see if that's a little bit darker, kind of add some different darkness in here as well. Okay, so I'm going to have that dry as well. I've got my hot glue gun heating up over here. We're getting excited to make some stuff up. And then let's see here, blue's always a good one to kind of have as a base. Let me do some blue and then do some red. See if we have red. I think this is actually like a darker pink here. My other watercolor set does have a red. Let's see if we can find it here. This is one I bought from Jerry's Artorama. This is a Master's Choice watercolor set, and so I'm going to use this with the red. Just like that. Maybe come in here and add some green at the bottom here. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside to dry. And then my last coat, let's do this gray. Let's see. Gray's not really a Christmas color too much, but I just want to kind of play around with it and see. It may make a great little backdrop here. I really like it. It's really beautiful for, you know, just being a, you know, gray. It's not a lot of color here, but I do like it. And then I'm going to add some red in there as well. Okay, so hopefully these will dry fairly quickly. If not, I'll have to get my little heat gun out and work on it. So let's get the watercolors out of the way and move on to the clustering. So what I mean by cluster is that's what you're going to do. You're going to just build up little bits of ephedra and papers and things like that and make little clusters. So I'm going to start out with punching kind of a base. And this doesn't necessarily mean it's going to show or not, but I'm going to kind of pick out. So I'm going to kind of go with this pink one that I did. So I'm going to do like this is just a floral base. It's not very big, but you may not even, by the time I'm finished, you may not even see the ending piece of that. So what I want to do is kind of do like a little gratitude one, and I thought what it would be nice to do is a little sheet where you have your December gratitude. So I'm going to create like a little cluster here. I'm using some of this sparkly ribbon and then adding it to this, and I'll probably use this as like a tip-in and to my journal, and then we can basically just kind of stick it in there, and then behind it I will actually put some journal gratitude. So I'm just adding hot glue to the base. Like I said, this paper is just more or less used as a base. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to see it underneath it, but I'm just adding hot glue, being very careful not to burn myself, but also add some little flare to come out here like that. Scissors. Whoop, these are not very sharp. Gotta find my other scissors. And so let me add a little bit more glue here. And then this is where you can just kind of layer up your die cut. With die cuts or with more different art that you may have. They have a cute little bird in here that also kind of want to, let's see here, I have a box that I can use the lid for. Well, I can't seem to find it, and actually there's some stuff in that box I was going to, oh, here we go. This is my little cluster box. I didn't show it in my original video of getting ready. This I just stuck in there, but this has just little bitty bits and bobs of papers. I did see that earlier. I thought I could use that. But these are like from past die cut kits, and this is just like a whole slew of little reindeer, and that could be used. I don't know if I don't use the bird, but this has just a whole, this is kind of like at the end of the past December dailies and past journaling and things like that. Once Christmas, then I basically put everything into that box. So I was either thinking of like a little bird, or even this deer would be cute. Put something behind it. So I think the bird is a little too big for what I want to do. So my journal card is not quite dry, but it's getting there. So I'm going to use this little deer. And let's see what we got over here that we could possibly use. If not, we will go with a different idea. I have this little snowflake that would look cute. I love these little using these little metal rings. Yeah, you can see, don't look at the mess. Like I said, everything is kind of like shoved in this little box at the end. These are great for adding like numbers even, if you wanted to add, oh that looks so cute like that even. If you wanted to add a little number or something like that to it, or these, I have these little numbers that I can put on there as well. I think I have a whole, I just bought these recently actually. I think I like the piece, so I think I'm going to go with that. Like I said, I'm just kind of playing around here. I'm just showing you some different techniques that I like to prepare and just have these ready to go. So I'm going to add this to here. I'm going to put this snowflake down. That kind of covers up that background a little bit, like that. And then I'm going to add this. And I don't know what I'm going to put in here. And you know, as you're playing with these things and getting different ideas down, you may end up saying, oh, I was going to do this, but now I'm going to use this for something else. Because I'm thinking this would be great to even put like a number in. But the gratitude could be one of the days. And then I'm just going to add this deer. I did have some round stickers somewhere that would fit perfectly in here. I just bought some more. But I'm just going to add this deer. And this is kind of like a, I think it probably came like in a kit or something like that. And you can even add, if you wanted to, some watercolor onto there. I feel like, where's my rejoice? Here we go. Or peace. I think that looks good, just like that. Maybe add that on here. Put some hot glue down. Slide it in there. It's actually kind of sticky on the side of that peace sign. And there you have it. It's still kind of wet, but I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto it. I think it'll be okay running out of glue. I'm going to put a bunch of glue on there so it really sticks, since it's such a heavier piece. And then I'm going to actually, these are sitting right here, I'm going to add some of these. And actually, sorry, like I said, I'm just going to kind of play around with this too, as I see little bits and pieces, and just kind of see if I need to add anything else in there. But I think I'm going to come in here and add these. I love these little enamel dots. And I like them because they're on a clear as well. They're kind of clear, so you can kind of play around with them and see what would look good. May have to find a little piece of turquoise since I added that, like that. And there you have it. There's your first little little cluster. And then you can also come in here and add, let's see here, if I want to bring that little turquoise out a little bit, let's see here, I'm looking at some different, maybe some different type, oh here we go, maybe this will do the trick. Just some different washi to add maybe to the top. Let's see here. And then, actually, you know what? I have the perfect little stamp. So, this is an Ali Edwards stamp that I have, stamp set that I've purchased. I think I purchased it last year. but and it's basically the December Daily, one of her December Daily kits. And I'm going to put that on there. So, where is my ink? Okay, this is the black I have. And it says December Gratitude on it. Ooh, that turned out perfect. I love it when the stamps turn out perfect. Okay, so there's my first little cluster journal card. I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to start on this. Here's the gray one. Now, I think what I'm going to do is kind of do like a Santa. Actually, no. There's one that I have that I know my daughter is going to be doing a band, her band, what do you call it? I'm going to rip some pages here, so just hold tight, and I'll tell you about what I ripped up. Don't be shocked. I ripped up a songbook. But sometimes I'll go to like, you know, discount stores, like, not discounts, but like, what do you call it? What am I looking for? Like Goodwill. And I buy these music books. But my daughter has her band concert in December. So I'm just going to kind of, I think what I'm going to do is make a journal card for that particular event. I think it's on December the 7th, but I don't know I don't know right off the top of my head, so I'm not going to actually put the date on there, but I'm going to actually come in here and make this the date card for my December Daily. So what I did was I'm going to use that gray background, and this is a this is the music notes, like that one. This is basically from a songbook, and like I said, I just picked these up and I used them. I just ripped the pages out. I'd like to go in and like actually tea dye some of these music pages, because I love that look of the tea, the brown tint that they give. And so I think what I'm going to do on this one is I have some music notes. Where are those? Let's go ahead and just kind of dress this one up a little bit. So let's get the markers out so we don't have to worry about drying. I was thinking about painting, but since we're going to be, I don't want to worry about the dry time. So I'm just going to come in here and kind of add, I'll use this as a background here. I'm just going to add some color in here. And these are Faber-Castell art pens. Some I've had for a while. I love these because you can come in, and once you like smear them in, you can use your finger to kind of like move the paint around. This one seems like it's kind of old, but especially if you use like if you're doing canvases and things like that, this works really good. So I'm going to do that as a blue background here. I know I have those music notes because I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to make one of those up. Maybe it'll pop out. My desk, like I said, is kind of messy right now. So I'm going to come in here with some yellow. See if I can not smear it to make it green. Yellow may not be your exact Christmas colors, but I love yellow. My daughter plays a tuba, so she is referred to as Tuba Girl by her teacher. She loves it. She thinks that's great. She loves the tuba. She's very into wanting to, she made second chair, so she's all excited, but she wants to do the best that she can. You know, she's very energized about playing the tuba, and I absolutely love it. Oh, there they are. Sandy, they would pop up. There they are. They're so cute. So, but for some reason I'm drawn, I think I'm going to make either some holly leaves with the music notes. I don't really like that yellow up there now that I have it up there, so I feel like I need to cover it. I thought I would, but it doesn't look very like Christmassy to me. So what do we do when we don't like something? We add washi. There we go, washi to the rescue. So I'm gonna put some washi there. And I'm going to look at these die cuts on the back and see if they're anything that would... These are real kind of pinkish, and it seems like I'm kind of going with a more green. More green. I'm going to cut these little things down a little bit here. This is actually felt, and I made these as part of the clips. If you watch that video on... I was going to use these as part of the clips, but it didn't quite work out. But I'm just hand cutting little holly leaves from here. They're fairly easy. You just do little swoops and poke and points at the end. So and then I'll probably come in here and do some little fuzz balls. Now, I love adding little dimensions to my journal, and this will cause it to be thick, just as a warning. It'll be a really, really thickness to your journal page. So, just so you know, I'm gonna add green. The yellow is just not working for me, and I'm not sure. I think it's just too bright for what I had intentionally wanted to do. So I'm just kind of outlining it with the green marker at this point. Okay, so let's try that. I'm going to add this little green snowflake, glue stick, and then get my glue gun, get my holly leaf down, kind of as a backdrop here. This one seems awfully bigger. Should have cut it down just a tad. I'm going to do that with hot glue gun and everything on it. I'm just going to cut this one. It's too big. It didn't match the other one. Okay, let's add some. These aren't there. That's a little better. And then I'm going to add these little fuzzy pom-poms. Just adding a little tip glue on the end of it. Making it. I've always loved holly. It's one of my favorite little Christmas symbols. I got some glue on there. Okay, so we need to add the music note. And I'm going to put it right smack dab right here. Let's see. Maybe sorry, I was reading that. I thought, because it's funny, it says loud, singing loud. It would be fun to, because it is also a choir concert. So I'm going to come back in here with my enamel dots, and I'm going to add some red and green on here, I think. Actually, I'm just going to do red. There, and then I'm going to put this little snowflake up there. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to put a number here, right there. I think it's the 7th or something, but I have it in my planner, but I don't know right off the top. It's kind of messed up over here with the marker. I feel like I need something else. I know, I always go overboard, and then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I think I'm going to add another stamp. I'm going to add a little bit of a stamp at the bottom here. I'm going to use red, if I can find it. What color is this? Pink, gray, there's a gray, green. I feel like I need to add some red. What color is this? How about rhubarb? Is that a red? That's kind of a red. I'm going to use this as a background, and this is a star stamp. Kind of add it over here, because she's my little superstar. There, kind of make it a little corner. It turned out cute after I had to fix the mistake of the little, I may have to come in here with some watercolor and paint the heart green. But for now, I'm going to say this is okay. So there's the second one. Like I said, I could make these all day. I probably could do hours of these, but I know time is limited. So the next one is Santa, because Santa comes to Christmas. So I have these little die cut cards. I have this one, and I have, these are actually like, what do you call it? These are, I was looking in here, oh, this is the same one. I had another one. I had some more vintage looking Santas, but I think we're just going to go with these. And I saw this cute little flag here. I just thought this was so cute. So we're going to do a little cluster with Santa. I wonder if you can... I like that married to sign to be sticking up. So there's your other number. This is part of that crepe paper. Let's see, I saw this little snowflake. You might be able to add him. Again, I'm just kind of playing around with some things that I have over here in my little area. Might want to add this to it. Right now I'm just kind of playing around with the layering of it. Kind of like that Mary to have that pink in the background possibly. Or if we could do that. Bring him down a little bit. Add a little snowflake. And then let's see what we have over here in the little drawer. Little box of goodies. I have this little snowflake. Oh, I love these vintage tags. These are a favorite. Okay. Okay, well, I don't really see cheer. Let's see here. Let's see something in here. These are ephedra packs. This is Bella Boulevard. And let's see here. I did see some cute trees. I love this little ho 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 striped. I think I saw some fun little trees in here as well. There's one. Let's put that out. Oh, here's these other ones. Let's put those out as well. We'll look at those. Oh, there's a little, oh, that's a cute one. Mistletoe. Santa stops here. Okay, let's see what we can do. We'll just set those aside. Put that back in there to keep organized. And let's go for it. Let's do this little cluster here. Just kind of adding some glue in here. I'm going to come in here and cut this off. Like that. I love paper doilies. They're so versatile. You can use them for a lot of things. So, okay, so going into here, we're going to add the Mary onto here. This is kind of tricky because of the skinniness of the little stick here. But I think that will do the trick. Whoops. Okay. Then where's our old Saint Nick? Actually, were we going to do a snowflake in the background? I think I was. So we'll add glue to the back of the snowflake. And then add jolly old St. Nicholas. And I'm going to make him go a little further down. I should have bring the snowflake down just a tad. Just because I want to see that Mary in the background. There we go. Oh, you know what? I forgot we were looking at these trees. I got so sidetracked with him that I didn't put a tree. But you know what? I don't think I'm going to have room for a tree. Because again, I might add a number right there. That may be a spot, but I am going to put this at the top, or should I add him over to the side? That may work there. You know what? I don't have my Tim Holtz stapler in here. Because you know what? I could probably put this, maybe put this as a tip in and then have it sticking out of the journal. Where's the, oh, I'll use my bigger stapler for now. I'm going to have to move it in here because I use that quite a bit in making these little clusters. So I'm just going to add 2 little staples there. I may have to end up using the Tim Holtz as a little, I won't put the big one in there, big staple, but just at the top of the hat to kind of hold him in place too, because he's kind of moving around. But I have these letters over here, and I think I might include one of these. It says Holly Jolly, Good Cheer, Mistletoe Kisses. I don't see anything particular for Santa except the naughty and nice list, but I think I'm going to say, I'm going to do this little green polka dot background, and then marry everything that's green, all I want for Christmas. This could be a page that could be used for my daughter. She still makes out a Christmas list. My son just drops hints. I try to tell him to send me text messages. Isn't that funny? We're sending text messages to, so that I know what you want. He's in college, so it's, you know, it's kind of hard to know. I did see this. Oh, too many words. Okay, so I'm gonna say this one's good. This cute little cluster. I'm not too crazy about that. That pink on his beard, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I'm going to be okay with it. So we have this one, we have this little cluster card, we have this one, and then I have one more. I know this video is being long, but that's just kind of how things work. This one I'm just going to kind of do I'm just going to kind of paint here. Add some green. I don't really like that. I need to do some different angle on there to make it look good to me. Hope I'm not going to mess this up. I guess I'm just going free-spirited here. I'm going to get a darker green. Kind of going at the top. And then I think what I'm going to do, I could either do enamel dots, I could do, I pulled out my Brad's I could do some brads on there. Or I could do some, that may be kind of cute actually. Let me find my little punch. I think it's in here. This is a star punch. I have a little round one. Here we go. I think I might do that. I think that will look, this is a heart. I wonder if that's too big of a punch. I thought I had a smaller one in here. Let's go with this one. This is I had a real thin one, but I'm not seeing it right at my fingertips. So I'm going to get a pencil first and mark where I think it would look the best. Or a pen. Pencil I can erase. And I'm just going to kind of, wonder if that's going to go all the way over. Oh, that's the problem with the punches, is I don't know where my crocodile one is right offhand, but is having them where you can reach them. So I may have to go with plan B. I just love this little cluster one, so that's why I'm trying to figure out something. There was one I had over here too. Here we go. Like that. So my plan B is I'm going to use the enamel dots. Or let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do that and use either paint or the enamel. I'm going to staple this one. Where's my stapler? Just had it. There we go. These were really cool. I don't know what packet these came in, but they were like pre-made little bits of cluster, and so I got them last year, and I really liked them. So I'm going to come in here with paint, and the reason I'm going to do paint is I'm going to show you, because this is, I guess I'm needing to add the little bit more to this. So I'm just going to come in here and fill the areas that my paint's a little dry. The areas that I marked. And the reason I'm not going with the brads is because my punch will not go that far. So I'm just going to cover up my little dots here. And then just kind of, ooh, this one's really good. Yep, you saw it. I used the same paintbrush for this turquoise. I figured it won't mix that bad. And I'm using the lid. Okay. Oop, I got it all over me. Just wipe that off. And then put the red dots on there as well. I like that red. It really got a little piece of dry paint on there. It really shows up. That's pretty. I even got my embossing. I feel like I need to do at least something with embossing. I got all my embossing stuff out. But I don't know what to do right offhand. Thinking about it. Okay. So, we got that. And then I'm just looking at my stamps over here to try to see what we could do to emboss, but I don't see anything right off. Unless we did those little designs. Okay. Oh, you know what we could do? A note. Or let's look at, I wonder how these would work for for embossing. Shall we try it? I have to do it sideways. I'm sorry, don't mean to be so indecisive while I'm on video, but I feel like I want to emboss. Okay, let's go ahead and let's emboss these. How about that? We'll do some polka dots. Okay, let's clear the area here. Get this stuff out of the way so I can. I'm gonna need I need some backdrop paper so that I can. Let me get my embossing. Oh wait, here we go. Is this it? No, just 1 second. Okay, I had to move my drawer, which was behind the camera, to get this to work. So we're going to come over here and we're going to put some polka dots on our little... You know what I forgot that this does? Sometimes it makes a line where the end of the dots are. See how it kind of did that little line there, but you know what? I'm going to be okay with it. We're going to add some red, pink. Wait, I don't have red. Oh yeah, I do have red. Let's get our what is this called? Tinsel red. I tell you what, I've had this embossing powder and stuff for a long time. I don't use it as often as I should. Put a little bit more on there. Ooh, I think this is going to be really pretty. If you stuck with me this long, thank you. Thank you. Like I said, these, sometimes it takes some time to think about on what you want to do. Okay, we're ready to get loud here with our embossing heat gun. Let's do this. Oh, I see it turning all sparkly. It looks so pretty. Dry the card off. It looks like all that's dried. Turn this off. And there we have it. Actually, I just love this. And you know what? I could put a number there. I could do some journaling. I could put some stickers there. I actually love the way this has turned out. I'm going to add a couple enamel dots. Me and these enamel dots are like loving it. I think this may be one of my favorite ones that turned out. I'm just going to put one on each side of this Merry Christmas. Ta-da! Okay, so do you want to see it all together? Let's see here. Where are they? Oh my heavens. Okay. Let's see here. Where did I put the rest of these at? Okay. Hold on just a second. Okay. Here we go. They are right here. Oh my gosh, don't they look cute? I could make so many more of these. You know, and I'm even thinking, let me show you real quick. So, this is keeping my little December daily in here. Of course, I have the larger one too that I'm going to be journaling in. But, is this the front? Okay. So, I may have to emboss something on my cover actually now that I've pulled this out. But I could see this one, I could just kind of tip in here, even add right here, and just kind of do like a number and then journal right here. Maybe add some watercolor on the back. And then what I was saying about this one here is if I add it in here like this little ho 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 will stick out. So it will kind of, you'll see where it's Santa is on this page. Kind of sticks out of my journal, but you know, I kind of like that. So there you have it. There's your fun little journal cards to add to your December dailies. This one I can do on this side like that. Anyway, well, I had fun. I hope y'all had fun. I hope you're inspired to make some cute little clusters before the season starts for your countdown, or if you've already started. And I think I might do some embossing on my cover now. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.